Yan. So, welcome guys, no? So, today we will be discussing another application of first order differential equations. Okay? So, we'll be tackling uh mixture problems, no? So, mixture or mixing problems, okay? It is defined as the problems involving solutions flowing in and flowing out from a system. This is described as the rate of change of the amount of the solute inside the solution is equal to the difference of the rate with the rate in with the rate out, no? So basically, no, what this statement wants us to tell is that the rate of change is equal to the rate in minus rate out. Okay, or if you're going to model this into a differential equation, this one is equivalent to the derivative of Q in respect to T, that is the substance over time, okay, is equivalent to the concentration in multiplied to the flow rate in minus the concentration out multiplied to the flow rate out, no? So usually yung ating CI, RI and RO, yung series tsaka yung rho natin is given, no? So ang madalas na pinapahanap dito is how much solute or how much substance is there left after t time, no? Usually ganun yung tinatanong. So concentration out, usually it is defined as the ratio of the substance to the volume of the solution after time t. So we have CO is equal to Q over V, where V is equivalent to the initial volume plus the rate in minus rate out multiplied to time, quantity multiplied to time, no? So yan yung mga kailangan natin tandaan when we are solving mixture problems, no? So let's have first example, no? So sabi dito, a tank contains 200 liters of fluid in which 30 grams of salt are dissolved. Brine, no, yun yung ating saltwater mixture, containing 1 gram of salt per liter is then pumped into the tank at the rate of 4 liters per minute. And the solution, mixed well, is pumped out at the same rate. Okay, so first question, find the number of grams of salt in the tank at any time t in minutes and find the amount of salt in the tank after 5 minutes, no? So let us determine, no, yung mga kailangan natin. So we have, let's say, no, I will draw, no? Let's say I have, ito yung akin tank. Ayan, no? Kunwari yan yung akin tank. Then this is the solution coming in the tank. Okay, then this is the solution coming out of the tank, no? So, pagpasensyahan nyo na yung drawing ko. So, we have here, okay, yan, papasok din yung lalabas. Okay, so initially, no, our volume, ano yung sabi, no? How much volume is there in our salt? So, we have 200 liters, no? Sabi dun sa ating problem. So, we have 200 liters, okay? How much solution is there initially? No, sabi 30 grams of salt are dissolved, no, in the 200 liters. So we have 30 grams at time t. Okay? So what is CI? Kasi yun yung mga kailangan natin, CI, RI, yung CO, ay rather yung RO, then yung CO, imo-model na lang natin. So CI, that is equivalent to 1 gram of salt per liter. No? So we have, this is equivalent to 1 gram per liter. Then, ang RI natin is 4 liters per minute. Then, ganun din si RO. No, kasi sabi at the same rate. Okay, so, let's now try to model. No? Nakuha naman na natin yung mga kailangan natin na value. So, we have dq. Sulat ko in green. We have dq over dt. Diba, this is equivalent to Siri Coro. Siri minus Coro. Ayan. Okay, so, what is our CI? No? So, dq pa din to. What is our CI? That is 1 gram per liter. So, 1 times 4, that is our RI, minus Q, okay, over, what is the value of V again? That is VI, which is 200. Okay, plus, yung ating rate in for minus yung rate out for times T. No, hindi naman natin usually nilalagay yung T. But since now 4 minus 4 is equivalent to 0, this one will actually just cancel out. No, so we have Q over 200 multiplied to 4. That is the rate out. No, so therefore, we have our differential equation dQ over dt is equivalent to 4 minus 4 over 200, that is 1 over 100 ba? Let me check. So 4 divided by 200, that's equivalent to 1 over 50 pala, sorry. Now, so we have 1 over 50. 1 over 50 Q. Okay? So, how are we going to solve this one? So, this can be solved linearly, but also this can be solved using variable separable. Pero since medyo mas madali si linear, no, since we already have the formula for the linear na lang yung gagawin ko. No? So, we have dq over dt plus 150, 1 over 50q is equal to 4. No? So, we have p of t in the value of 1 over 50, we have our q of t is equal to 4. No? So, let's get the integrating factor. So, we have mu of t. This is equivalent to e raised to the integral of pt dt. Ayan. Okay? So, we have the integral, or rather, e raised to the integral of 1 over 50 dt. So, we all know that this one is equivalent to e raised to 1 over 50 t. No? Yan yung ating integrating factor. So, we can now substitute dun sa ating formula. No? We have q is equal to 1 over e raised to 1 over 50t. Okay? Multiply to the integral. Okay, multiply to the integral of what is our q? That is 4 e raised to 1 over 50 t dt plus c. Okay, so this is our tawag dito yung formula natin for the linear differential equation. No, so simplify, let's evaluate our integral. Ito, no, evaluate natin yan. So therefore we will have 4, labas na yung 4, integral of e raised to 1 over 50t dt. Okay, so we will consider u be equal to 1 over 50t. So du is equal to 1 over 50 dt. Since wala tayong 1 over 50 dito, maglalagay na lang tayo ng 50 over 50, no, dun sa pinakaunahan. Tapos lalabas si 50, so therefore this will just be equal to 200 multiplied to the integral of 1 over 50 e raised to 1 over 50t dt, which is, no, solvable na. No, so therefore we have q is equivalent to 1 over e raised to 1 over 50t multiplied to 200, okay, multiplied to e raised to 1 over 50t. Now, EU du, the integral of EU du is EU plus c. No, so doon ang galing yan. Then, of course, we have plus c. Then distributing, no, we will cancel out yung nasa kasama ng 200, diba? So therefore, we have q is equivalent to 200 plus c e raised to negative 100, 1 over 50 t. No? Ito ngayon yung ating sagot dun sa unang question na, taas ko lang. Okay, ito, yung find the number of grams of salt in the tank at any time t in minutes, no? So, ito yon, no? So, may kulang na lang, no? Pero malapit na tayo, which is yung ating C, no? So, sabi, no, initially, we have Q is equal to 30 grams at time t. So, we will use that one. So, we have 30 is equal to 200 plus C e raised to 0. Kasi, di ba, negative 1 over 50 times 0 is equal to 0 lang naman. So, this one just be 1. So, therefore, C is equivalent to negative 170. Kasi, transpose mo si 200 sa kabila, you will have negative 200 plus 30. So, that is negative 1 over 70. So, therefore, Q is equivalent to 200 minus 170 e raised to negative 1 over 50 t. No? This is the answer, yung final answer natin for the first question. No? For the first problem. So, yan, no, ganyan siya. So, paano naman yung, find the amount of salt in the tank after 5 minutes, no? So, lagay nyo lang sa T yung 5. So, we have Q of 5 is just 200 minus 170E raised to negative 1 over 50 times 5. Okay, so let's bring out the calculator. Ayan, okay. So, tingin tayo dito sa calculator natin. So, we have 200 minus 170. Okay. Then we have E, that is shift ln, para lumabas si E raised to negative 1 over 50. Okay, then papalitan nyo lang yung T ng alpha x, no, para ikakalk na lang natin para we can solve for any value given time. I mean, we can solve for the value of Q at any given time, no? So we have calc. Ayan, so magtatanong yan ng value ng x na ilalagay mo. So of course we will put 5 then equals. So we have 46.177 or 178 grams, no? So we have Q is equal to 48.178 grams. Ayan. Okay? So, ayan, baba ko lang ulit yung calculate natin. Ayan. Oops, ayan. Okay? So, that's how we do it. So, this one can also be solvable using Varcep. Medyo mas mahaba lang ng konti, na mas mabilis siya i-solve using linear. No? So, kaya linear na lang tayo. Okay? So, question number 2. So, sabi dito, no, problem number 2, a brine containing 3 pounds of 3 pounds per gallon of salt enters a large tank at the rate of 2 gallons per minute, and the mixture, well steered, lives at 1.5 gallons per minute. If the tank contains initially 100 gallons of water with 4 pounds of dissolved salt, find the amount of salt in the tank after 6.5 minutes. No? So, yun yung pinapahanap sa atin. So, again, no, let's determine ano yung mga conditions natin. Of course, we have the volume. That is equivalent to, ano nga yung volume natin? Kumakata yung mouse. So, that is 100 gallons of water. So, we have Q of 0. Q at time 0, that is 4 pounds. No? So, yun yung, ito, no, yung 4 pounds. So, we have the rate in, or concentration in rather. So, we have 3 pounds per gallon. So, we have CI is equal to 3 pounds per gallon. So, we have our rate in, that is equivalent to 2 gallons per minute. So, dito hindi na equal yung ating, ano, no. So, this is 2 gallons per minute. Hindi na equal yung rate in and rate out. So, rate out is 1.5 gallons per minute. Okay, so we have already identified, no, yung mga initials natin. So, we can now solve, no? So, by the way, ang tinatanong is what is Q at time 6.5, tama ba? 6.5 minutes. Ayan. Okay, so question mark. Okay, game. So, let's model the differential equation. We have dq over dt. Okay, this is equivalent to, so we have C Ricoro, so we have 3 times 2 minus Q over our initial volume, that is 100. So we have plus, okay, Re, that is 2 minus 1.5 over T. No? Yan. Then, of course, we will multiply it with, ano yung multiply natin? Yung rate out natin na 1.5. Okay, so therefore, we can simplify this one to dq over dt. This is equivalent to 6 minus q over 100 plus 1/2 t times 1.5 or 3 over 2. Oh, so, lagay ko na lang 3 over 2. Ayan. Okay? So, Simplifying again, no? So we can multiply 3 over 2 dito na lang simply. So we have 6 minus 3 over 200 plus t kasi 'di ba 1/2 times 2 is 1. So ayan, 200 plus t na lang siya. Q, no? Okay, so obviously, no, this is not Barcep anymore. No, hindi na natin siya pwede isolve using Barcep. Hindi siya katulad ng problem kanina na pwede nating isolve using Barcep. Ito hindi. No, so talagang linear lang yung way natin to solve this problem. So we have dq over dt, okay, plus 3 over 200 plus t. Okay, q is equal to 6. Okay, so yan yung ating linear differential equation, no? Linear first order differential equation. So we have p of t. This is 3 over 200 plus t. Of course, our q is 6. So let's find the, ano yung kailangan natin hanapin? Ilipat ko lang to 1.5 dito kasama ni q, ha? Para hindi nakaharang. Ayan. Okay, so game, no? Let's find the integrating factor. We have mu of t. This is equivalent to e raised to the integral of 3 dt over 200 plus t. Okay, so we all know that the differential of, if we're going to use u na 200 plus t, ang differential nun ay dt na lang. No? So we have already have dt here. So we have du over u. So we have e raised to 3 times the integral of du over u. So we'll have e raised to 3 times the natural logarithm of 200 plus t. So since we cannot simplify this with 3 in the leading side of the natural logarithm function, so we can just make this an exponent of 200 plus t. So we have e raised to the natural logarithm of 200 plus t cube. Okay, then cancel na si e raised to ln. Diba? So therefore, ang ating integrating factor ay 200 plus t cube. Okay? So, ganun na lang siya. Okay? So, this is our mu of t. Nagyan ko lang ng line. Para at least kitang-kita natin kung saan tayo, hanggang saan lang tayo, ano? Ayan. So, game, no? So, let's solve. Okay, game, no? So, we now have q is equal to 1 over mu of t multiplied to the integral of q of t mu of t dt plus c, of course. Diba? So, we will have 1 over 200 plus t cube, quantity cube. Okay, multiplied to the integral of, what is our q of t? That is 6 times 200 plus t cube dt. Okay, plus c. Inataka siya. Hindi na sumama, no? Plus c. Sa baba. Ayan. Now, so, let's focus on the integral. So, we will have the integral of 6 times 200 plus t cube dt. Okay, so, ito gagamitin natin u, 200 plus t. The differential of that is just simply dt. So, this can be reduced to the integral, 6 multiplied to the integral of u cube du. Diba? And if we have this, we can just simply do chain rule, no? So, we have 6 times 200 plus t raised to 4 over 4. So, cancel. This will just give us 3. This will give us 2. No? So, therefore, we have q is equal to 1 over 200 plus t cube. Okay, multiplied to 3 over 2 times 200 plus t cube, to the fourth, sorry, plus c. No? Ayan. Okay, so next, no? So, just going to distribute yung ating 1 over 200 plus t cube. So, pag dinistribute natin siya isa-isa, ito yung 4, di ba? They have the same base but they have different exponent. So, let's say x to the fourth over x cube, that is simply x, no? So, makakancel na yung numerator natin dito. So, therefore, q is just simply equal to q is equal to 3 over 2 times 200 plus t plus c times 200 plus t raised to negative 3. This is the value of q at any time t with our arbitrary constants yet unknown, no? Hindi pa natin alam. So, sabi, no, we have here our initial condition. Q of 0 is equal to 4 pounds. No? So, lipat lang ako. So, we have Q of t. This is equivalent to, sorry. Pa pala nililipat. Ayan. So, this is 3 over 2 times 200 plus t. Okay, then we have plus c times 200 plus t raised to negative 3. Okay, so sabi, no, at time 0, 4 yung ating q. So we have 4, 3 over 2 times 200 plus 0, that's simply 200. Plus c times 200 cube. Kasi 0 din naman yung t natin. No, so simplifying this one, we will arrive with, this will cancel. So the everything here is just 300. Then ito naman ay basta 200 cube, no? 200 cube muna gamitin natin. So we will have c times 200 cube is equivalent to yung itong cancellation kasama yung 3, ha. So we have 4 minus 300. Tama ba? So, lipat si 300 sa kabila. Yes, no, tama. So, divide both sides by 200 cube. Sorry, 200 raised to negative 3 rather. Ayan. So, we have C. Okay, cancel na to. So, we have C is equal to, okay, so 4 minus 300, that is negative 296. Times 200 cube. Okay, without the calculator, this is the value of C. So, yan na yung pwede nating i-plug. Or, if you're going to use the calculator, no, so we have, that is negative 296 times 200 cube shift squared para lumabas yung cube. So, this is, ayan, no, negative 2368 0000 or simply 2.368 times 10 raised to 9, no? So, we have C is equal to ayan. Okay. C is equal to negative 2368, no? 2.368 times 10 raised to 9, no? Positive 9. Ayan. Okay? So, let's solve for the value of Q at time. Ano yung pinapahanap sa atin? At time 6.5 minutes, no? So, game. So, we have Q of T. Q of 6.5. So, this is equivalent to simply 300 minus 2.368 times 10 raised to 9. Okay? Sorry. Not 300, no? Let me correct something. Sorry. So, this is 3 over 2 times 200 plus t na pala, pa rin pala. Sabi ko para nawawala yung mga variables, no? So, yun. Hindi ko pala nailagay. Ayan. So, 200 plus T yan, no? So, ayan. We have plus, or rather minus, kasi negative na yung C. Ayan. Times 200 plus T raised to negative 3. Okay? So, substituting 6.5 to everything, so we will have Q. 6.5 is equivalent to, so let's use the calculator again, no? So, we will have, ayan. Medyo mabagal lang yung class Swiss, no? So, we have 3 over 2, okay, times 200 plus x, kasi yun yung gagamitin natin, t. Ayan. Then, minus 2.368 times 10 raised to 9. Okay. Then, multiplied to, yan ko lang ng grouping para sure, pero sure naman yon. Ayan. So, multiply to 200 minus x raised to negative 3. Ayan. Okay? Then, just press calc. What's the value of x? No? So, that's 6.5. So, we have, let me double check. So, let me redo, no? So, 3 over 2 times, let's do this carefully this time. So, there was a mistake earlier, no? Ayan. So, we have 200 plus x. Okay? Then, minus 296. Okay? I'll just use this one. Raised to 3. Then, multiply to. Yun yung value ng sin natin, di ba? Ito, to. Bring down ko lang yung calculus saglit. Yan. Ito, no? Yun. Yung bago natin kunin yung nasa baba. So, maybe there's something wrong up with that. Anyway, so we have here, ito na nga. So, 200, that is 200 plus x. Raised to negative. Okay, so just press calc. So, we have 6.5. Okay, this is equivalent to 40.831. No? So, we have our Q is equal to 40.831 grams, no, of salt. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay, that's how we solve brine solutions, no? So, next one. So, we have here a vat with 500 gallons of beer contains 4% alcohol by volume. Beer with 7% alcohol is then pumped into the vat at the rate of 5 gallons per minute, and the mixture is pumped out at the same rate. So, what is the amount of alcohol after an hour, and what is the percentage of alcohol after an hour? So, let's do the solving. So, sabi, no, we have our initial volume. That is 500 gallons. So, 500 gallons. So, doon daw sa 500 gallons na yun, meron tayong 4% na alcohol. So, you need to put as well yung percent, no? Ayan. 4% alcohol. So, sabi, no, we have 7% alcohol is pumped, no? So, we have CI is equal to 7%. We have our RO or our RI, which is also RO, no, based sa problem, kasi same rate daw, no? So, we have 5 gallons per minute. No? So, we have 5. So, let's model the differential equation. We have dq over dt. So, this is equivalent to 7%, okay, times 5 minus q over 500 plus 5 minus 5 times t. So, this will just cancel. Tama? So, di ko na siya lalagay ha, since canceled naman na. Puray ko na lang, para lumiit yung ano natin. Ayan. Times, of course, that is 5. Ayan, no? So, 5 na. Next, no? So, let's evaluate. So, we have 7% times 0.5. That is equivalent to 7% times 5. That is 0.35. Okay? Then, we have 1 over 100. Kasi 5 over 500 yon. So, we have 0.01. So, minus 0.01 Q. dq over dt. So, dito kung kanina, no, meron tayo similar kasi halos, yung first ata na sinolve natin. So, kung kanina gumamit tayo linear, dito gamit tayo varset, no? Para lang makita ninyo na kahit pwede siya transform sa linear, pwede ko pa rin siya i-solve using varset kung trip ninyo. So, we have dq. This is over 0.35 okay, minus 0.01 q. Okay? So, this is equivalent to dt. So, let's get the integral. Okay? So, we have negative 1 over 0.01 multiplied to the natural logarithm of 0.35 minus 0.01 q. Okay? So, this is equivalent to t plus c. Then, multiplying both sides, no, with negative 0.01. So, we will have the natural logarithm of 0.35 minus 0.01 q. Okay, which is equivalent to negative 0.01t plus c sub 1. No? Since a constant multiply to an arbitrary constant will just give us another arbitrary constant. Sir, para saan yung c sub 1, sub 2? Just to denote that there are this number of changes that happen to the arbitrary constant. Okay? So, para pagka tinanong anong instance, yung value, ganun. So, you can mas madali nyo na siya mahahanap. Now, so, we have, let's use E property para makancel natin si ln. So, we'll have 10. So, we have 0.35 minus 0.01 q. So, this is equivalent to c sub 2, yun yung e raised to c sub 1, no? So, e raised to negative 0.01 t, no? Then, lipat nyo lang yung 0.35, so we have negative 0.01 q is equal to negative 0.35 plus c2 e raised to negative 0.01 t. Okay, so dividing both sides by 0.01, rather negative. So, we have, cancel na natin yung, ito. Okay, so we will have Q. Cancel na rin yung negative sign. Diba? So, we have 0.35 times 0.01. 0.35 times 0.01. So, that is, sorry, not times, but rather divide. My bad. So, we have 35, no? So, we have 35 plus C3, kasi 'di ba, an arbitrary constant divided by another constant is just another arbitrary constant. E raised to negative 0.01 t, no? Okay, so we have already identified our Q. So let's solve for the initial condition. Sabi, no, initially we have 4% alcohol, so we have 4%. This is equal to 35 plus C3. E raised to 0. No? So, negative 0.1 times t, which is equal to 0, is just simply 0, 0 pa rin. Then, any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. No? So, therefore, we have C is equal to 34.96. Kasi guys, remember, 4% is what? Percentage, no? Percentage ng how much is alcohol present in that specific ano, no? So we have, is it positive or negative? So you have negative 35 plus 4%. Okay, that's negative, no? Negative 34.96. Okay, next, no? So we already have our value of C. So let's create the particular solution. Kasi tinatanong, di ba, what is the amount of alcohol after an hour? So we have Q. Baba ko lang. So we have Q is equal to what? No? Is equal to 35 plus C3. So, by the way, no, hindi na pala C3 kasi we already have the value of C3 which is negative 34.96. Negative 34.96. Okay? Then we have E. Sorry. Ayan. So, we have E. Ano yung value natin for E? No? So, that is E raised to 0.01T. No? So, E raised to negative 0.01T. Let me double check. Yes. No, tama. Ayan. Okay. So, sorry about that. Hindi ko makita yung cursor ko. Ayan. So, we can now solve for the value of Q. Ano yung pinapatanong sa atin sa problem? It is, sorry, amount of alcohol after an hour. After an hour. So, basically, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So, we measured it earlier using minutes. So, dapat naka-minutes yung isa-substitute nyo or vice versa. No, so, we will have Q. This is equal to 35 minus 34.96. Okay? E raised to negative 0.01 times 60. Okay? So, yan. So, therefore, Q is equivalent to, what is this? No? So, let's bring out our handy-dandy calculator. Ayan. So, game, no? So, we have 35 minus 34.96 times E, shift E, raised to negative 0.01 Q. Ayan. Okay, so calc, what's the value of Q? That is 60. So, at time 60, okay, so we have, ano yung value ng Q natin? So, that is, taga double check ko Okay, so again, let me redo. So, we have 35 minus 34.96. Okay, E, shift LN. So, we have E raised to negative 0.01 X. Okay, so calc, that is equal to 60. Ayan, so we have therefore 15.814, no? So sulat ko lang. Ayan, so we have 15.814. Ano unit? Grams, of course. Okay? Ayan. So that is how we deal or how we solve applications of first order differential equations involving mixture problems, no? So next meeting we will be discussing electric circuits naman, no? So thank you for listening, stay safe, and God bless.